Hi, I decided to do this assignment on using the technological tool called ABCYa Paint. So, an introduction, my name is Laura Murray. I teach in the Highlands School in Harford County. I teach second and third graders, and this is my third year teaching them. I chose to look at ABCYa Paint, the technological tool. It's found on the ABCYa website, which you can Google, or if you go to the ABCYa website and search paint, it's the first thing that comes up. And there's the link to it. I chose to use this website. I've never used it in my class before, but I wanted to find a tool that I could use with my students who are struggling to read and who struggle with writing as something for them to express themselves that require less reading and less writing. They're also usually many of my students are very creative, so I think they'd really enjoy using this tool. So I will take you to the site. I'm going to get a new image. So this is what it looks like, and like I said, it's part of the abcya.com website, just one of the technological tools they have. So just in general, here's everything. It's pretty fun to explore. They have different categories of stickers you can use. People, cupcake, sports, solar, birthday, dinosaurs, yum, which is food, and you can, put them up there. Do different things. There's coloring pages. There's all these different colors you can use when using the tools down here. There's a pencil, a marker, paint brushes, spray can, which does not only the circle but different shapes. For instance, there's a heart. Then there's text. So if you want to text, you can click here and type text. So you can add text to your pictures. There's stamps of a few various things. There's jelly beans, money. Although the coins don't come up in a certain order, they just, well, they come in a certain order, but they use all 4 coins. You can't just use pennies or dimes or nickels or quarters. There's hands, bubbles, balloons. There's this balloon which just does splats. There's shapes, and again, you can change the color. So you can make a blue circle and then maybe a pink star, and that just lets them add a little more creativity to that. Brush size you can change, you can erase certain things. So that's pretty much all of the tools you can use on here. You can explore the different stickers. Like I said before, there's some to choose from. The solar ones are good too because they have like all the planets and the sun and things. And you can make lines. So one of the shapes is just a line. So you can connect one thing to another if you wanted to, or connect something and label it, and then add your text like that. Okay, back to the PowerPoint. Okay, so instructional applications. The ABCYa Paint falls in the augmentation part of the SAMR model, because substitution would probably be like your old school paint where you'd have different colors and things, but this one allows students to not only use different colors and paints like they could do on paper, but allows different stickers and stamps and things like that. There's the website again. So some instructional implications for struggling learners. ABCYa Paint, there's many different things you could do with it. In thinking of math, I thought of some examples. When teaching word problems in math, you can have them draw and create a picture to show their work using ABCYa Paint. And so if you give them a problem, then they can use that to show a picture and show their work for that problem. Another thing would be have them create patterns with shapes when given a specific pattern, AB, like I have up here. So star, heart, star, heart, star, heart. They did that. I did that with the spray can, actually. And it just allows them to show that they understand the pattern or practice with patterns. You could have students label an already drawn out diagram. You can save these using the Save button, and then students could open it up. If there's already a solar system diagram there for them that you've made, then they could go in and practice labeling it if they're learning the order of the planets or things like that. Give them a little extra practice. So like I said, there's many different ways you could use it for struggling learners. Those were just some ideas I've had. You could also use this website to enrich. I kind of use the same instructional activities. I just made them more enriching for students who are, understanding concepts. You could have students type and create a math word problem and then illustrate it. So not only do they use the tool to illustrate the problem they're doing, but you could have them make one up on their own and type it. You could have them create a pattern and label what type of pattern it is, such as the one I have over here. So whereas for the struggling learners, you have them just label it. They just created one based on the label. This one, they have to make their own and then label what type it is. You could also have students create and label a diagram of the solar system. So, for instance, if they're learning the order of the planets, instead of making the diagram for them and having them just labeled, they could go in and make the diagram themselves and label it. I believe this would impact student achievement very positively. The students can have extra practice on their own. It gives them a little bit more freedom, and it lets them, feel good about the work they're creating. It allows them to use visuals to help them learn and express themselves, and it allows them to succeed. Like I said, many of my students have trouble with reading and writing. They also, sometimes they lack the confidence when it comes to even drawing. This allows them to create a picture that they can be proud of. They could draw something on a paper for pattern, but this lets them, use the tools that are already there to create patterns and different things. I really liked using the screencasting. I liked that it allowed us to show, to give a better understanding of the tool and show you exactly how to use it, but also to have this PowerPoint part so I could explain more about the tool. And now in a classroom, I could use it kind of in the same way. It can have them show the process they're using to complete an assignment. So if you have them create something on Wixie and you want them to then show you how they did it, not just the final product, you can use a screencast for that. You can also use more than one technological tool to show understanding and learning. If you're having them create something on Wixie and they're also creating, a PowerPoint, then it allows them to show both tools that they're using at one time instead of two separate assignments that would be turned in. So that's about all. And like I said, I really like this technological tool, and I'm going to try to use it in my classroom.